There are only two types of breakouts in the market: the ones that continue and the ones that get traders involved at exactly the wrong time. So if you keep buying breakouts only to get stopped out before price runs without you, then this video is for you. Because here's how it usually goes. Price has been ranging for hours, you are watching, waiting, then it finally breaks, and then you jump in thinking this is it, only for price to snap back into the range, take your stop loss, and then move exactly where you thought it would go in the first place. Sound familiar? Well, here's the truth, guys. Most traders focus on the breakout itself. Professionals focus on the behavior leading into it. So not all breakouts are created equal. Some are supported by a trend, structure, sentiment, while others are simply a lack of understanding disguised as opportunity. So in this video, I'm going to show you three real breakout examples, one that worked, one that trapped traders, and one that most people would have completely misread. So by the end, you will know exactly which breakouts to take, which ones to avoid and why. No indicators, no signals, no fancy tools, just trend, structure, behavior, and simple price action. So lock in, because the third example is where most traders lose money, and it's probably the one that you're going to recognize the most. So when we take a look at this example, the reason why we only have a consolidation here is because most breakouts happen when there is no directional bias. So you step into the market, price breaks out, you finally have that urge to want to take a trade because you've been sitting there for hours. Then you see price break out, and the theory is this: if price breaks out for consolidation or a sideways moving market, it will continue in that direction because that's where the volume is going. Look, we need more confirmation, but we can get that by simply waiting for three things. And I'm going to share this in this training. But we need to be avoiding these breakouts and these break back ins. It's a nightmare because most of you take the trade, you have your stop loss within a consolidation, price tags you out and then continues up. And then you're there left chasing the trade, or you're pondering why you were stopped out by the market makers and price left without you. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Now, here I want to show you something because this is really important. There are trades that we will take as breakouts that will make complete sense, and then there will be trades that we take that just don't make complete sense. And I want to share three of these examples with you. First, these two here. When we're trading, we understand simple price action. Here we have a clear downtrend, we have lower highs and lower lows. We have a clear uptrend, and we have higher lows and higher highs. Now, when the trend is down and a consolidation forms at the bottom of a downtrend, there is a very high chance that sellers are stepping out of the market or buyers are stepping into the market. So once we have this information and price breaks to the upside, we do have these ideas in our head that we can start looking for buys. But what you must understand before we get onto the charts, no breakout to the upside is significant evidence of buyers stepping into the market, especially when we are in a heavily weighted bearish market. It may be the first sign, but it for sure is not a sign to buy. Now, if we reverse this and we focus on the consolidation at the bottom of a downtrend in a heavily weighted bearish market and price breaks out to the downside, then we have more sustainable evidence that the market is more than likely going to continue bearish as opposed to reversing, because we have the confluences in play. We have a bearish structure, we have a consolidation that is failing to break the structural highs, and then we have a continuation of that behavior to the downside. This is okay, but you still want to wait for more confirmation. And again, we'll get onto the charts. Now, if we look at a bullish sentiment and we now have a consolidation at the top where price is failing to break the lows, and then the market continues to break out to the upside, then this is slightly different. We could potentially be looking for buys. But again, you do not want to rush this. You want to wait for evidence, and I'll share that with you shortly. Now, the opposite, if price breaks out to the downside, that is a good sign that potentially buyers are stepping out of the market, sellers are stepping in, and off of the back of a strong uptrend, there's a high chance that we can start reversing and start developing a downtrend. But if we take these trades and we rush into them, there's a very high chance that you will end up losing. And the worst thing about trading breakouts is that if we have traffic to the left and you see price breaking out, but we have traffic to the left, then the question really is this truly a breakout? Same to the upside. If price is continuing bullish and we have a breakout, but you have traffic to the left, the question is that really a sustainable breakout? Now, some of you might say, well, no, I wouldn't trade it that way. So what I would be waiting for is for price to truly break out. My question is to you, but why do you still get stopped out with breakouts? I'm going to share how to avoid this. Now, the third scenario that we have to look at is this here. And this is a very, very popular breakout scenario that traders find themselves getting stuck in. It's complicated. We have a clear downtrend. We have a lower low that's been put into the market. We can clearly see that the bears are in control right now. And then all of a sudden, what happens? We have a huge pullback into the middle of absolutely nowhere. So we're not creating clear lower highs. We're not maintaining a clean lower high sentiment. We have just come off the back of a strong push trend to the downside, huge pullback, and then guess what happens? The market just starts to consolidate. Now, let me paint this scenario to you. If price breaks out to the upside here, are we bullish? If price breaks out to the downside here, are we bearish? I'll give you a second to think about that. Well, when the market pulls back and we have a huge impulsive pullback and we start creating consolidation in the middle of nowhere, it means we could buy and we could sell. But if you could buy and you could sell, why would you do either when we have no confirmation? Now, the other scenario is that you see price break into the downside, you can see the overall trend to the downside, and you decide to sell it. Understandable, but the short-term behavior is illustrating to us that this impulsive move could either be a surge of buyers stepping into the market or a surge of sellers taking their profits and leaving the markets. So even if we break to the downside, it doesn't mean we should be selling just yet. So you have to really understand this. If we're selling in a clear downtrend, we can understand why you will sell from the breakout of the low. Makes sense. If we're buying in an uptrend and we take it from the highs, we can understand. If it breaks out to the upside in a downtrend, there's nothing to understand. It's too impulsive. And if we take the breakout to the downside in an uptrend, that was downtrend, this is uptrend, it's not a good trade, it's too impulsive. Finally, if price is trending and we have a massive impulsive correction, and then we start to consolidate in the middle of nowhere, you do nothing. No breakouts to the highs and no ideas of continuing sales just because of the overall trend. Let me show you what you do. Let's head to the charts. Okay, example number one. We are on pound USD. We are on the 5-minute time frame. I've got a few time frames lined up for you for everybody who trades different time frames, but just to understand this, the principles apply. So the first scenario here, we have a clear downtrend and we start consolidating at the bottom of the downtrend. Okay, now this downtrend clearly indicates to us that the market was bearish, the structural development is bearish, the behavior is bearish, the trend is bearish, everything is bearish. Now, here is a scenario that we have to look at. You can clearly see here that in this consolidation, we neither break the highs or the lows until we do. Now, the question is this a sellable opportunity? Well, you would assume so based on the development of the trend, the structure, and the behavior. But what you have to understand is this. Principally, when we move into a sideways moving market, nobody is in control. So what we have to do is we have to wait patiently for development, because if we impulsively take the sells in this scenario, and please don't get me wrong, I'm not saying every breakout you take will lose. Will lose. You can still win. But if we take an impulsive sell in this scenario, we end up losing just because of our reason of a downtrend, etc., etc. Now, if we take the buys on this breakout, what sense does it make? Well, the only sense that we can make of this is this. We're coming off the back of a downtrend. We're failing to continue lower. We finally broken out of the highs. Bears could be exiting the market. Bulls could be stepping in. Therefore, we can now start developing an overall uptrend. That's how we can reason. Is this sufficient? It certainly isn't, guys. We need to see more evidence. So what we want to see is a behavioral shift, which we start to see here, which is this breakout. There's a behavioral shift. Then what we want to see in the market is we want to see the market creating a structural development. Now, a structural development just simply means that the market is respecting the breakout, is creating structure that we can identify. So in an uptrend, we will identify a higher low. When we have a higher low, we will anticipate a higher high. And when we have a clear developing pattern develop, which we can anticipate here from this V shape, then we can take this trade in anticipation, which is not impulsive. It's developed in anticipation of price to continue in this direction. Okay. So we're not going impulsively with the breakout. We're waiting for clear behavioral shifts, clear structural development in anticipation of trend developing. I'm going to show this on 3 examples. Stay with me. Okay. We have development here. Now there's no guessing. So what we can work with now is downtrend, failing to continue lower, consolidation, whatever you say. As per your system, whatever you say, sellers are stepping out the market, buyers are stepping in, doesn't matter, liquidity sweeps, whatever you want to call it. Maybe that's a sweep, I don't know. But jokes aside, whatever you call it, no one can argue that we have clear development here. That being said, we take the trade in anticipation of price to make a higher high in line with the behavioral shift, the structural development, and the trend developing. Okay, this is how we trade. There's no impulsiveness here. We waited patiently for development. Okay, let's move on to example number 2. Okay, here we have example number 2. So let's draw in this consolidation for a second and let's take a look at this. If we were in the live markets, how would we analyze this? Well, we would see that the market is trending bullish. We have a sideways moving market at the top of an uptrend, and we can see that price finally breaks out. Do we buy it? You already know the answer. We don't. Because here we do not see any development of price creating a structural higher low. We do not see any trend developing or continuation patterns here. We do not see any clear V shapes in an uptrend. V shapes, we would anticipate a higher low to make a higher high. We just see price breaking out. This is impulsive. We also know that this is at the top of an uptrend as well after a strong push phase. So this could be buyers stepping into the market, sellers stepping into the, we just don't know. So what we do in this scenario is we wait patiently. Now, just as we saw on the previous example, we don't guess, we wait. So we draw in our consolidation here. Sideways moving market. We wait for price to talk to us. What do we see here? Well, we see a behavioral shift. That's the only thing we see right now, a behavioral shift. A behavioral shift. We need more evidence. This is not enough. What we want to avoid is the breakouts and the break-back-ins. So we wait patiently. Now we're having more development. If we scale down, we're on the hourly time frame now on USD CAD. If we scale down, I'm almost certain that we will find a nice lower high retest pattern there. But as we are trading the hourly, we are waiting for something clearer. All right. So now we have a pullback in the market, and then we are looking for price to create a structural pattern, whether that's a retest, continuation, doesn't matter. And we have a retest here. All right. So take a look at this for me a second. From what we saw previously, which was just a breakout or just a breakout, what do we have? We have an uptrend. It's failing to continue higher. We have a behavioral shift. We have a structural development. We have a clear pattern, which is potentially a double top or just a retest of structure in anticipation for price to continue down. What can we do in this scenario? Well, we sell because it is clearly illustrating to us that the development of a newly formed downtrend is forming. Now, you can take the trade on the break of the low. You can take the trade on the break of the high. It doesn't break of the low, sorry, on the close of the candle. And what we're anticipating here is this. We fail to continue higher. We create a sideways moving market. The bears take control by shifting the behavior, continuing to maintain the behavior. And then the idea here is now we continue bearish. Can you recognize this pattern over and over again? The answer is yes. So you don't need breakouts. You simply just wait for behavior, structure, and trend developments. And then you take the trade with repeatable patterns over and over again. This is trade example number 2. Let's go to the third and final one. This is the one that traps everybody. Okay, example number 3 here. Now take a look at this. You remember the one that traps everybody? We have a consolidation here. Where is this consolidation? This consolidation is in the middle of the wilderness. We're coming off a downtrend here. We have this really strong pullback into the middle of nowhere, and then we start moving sideways. So if we sell it, the idea is that price is continuing with the trend. And if we buy it, then the idea is that we start trending up. But we have no real formation here. We don't have any real trends here. Right now, this is just in the middle of nowhere. Therefore, we need to be patient. This is the one that traps everybody. Price will break out to the low, and then you decide to take a sell. It's a sellable opportunity. Let's take the sell. Stop loss inside the structure here. What time frame are we on? The 4 hour on USD Swiss franc. So you take the sell, you look for your targets wherever you're going back down to the low, and then guess what happens? You enter the trade, price pulls back on you, stops you out, and then eventually what does it do? Continues in your direction. What did we say we need to happen, guys? We need price to develop and form structure for us. We're back in the consolidation. Now we have a breakout. Do you buy this now? No, you don't. We don't have any trend development here. It is in the middle of nowhere. We have to wait patiently for trends to form. Is this a buying opportunity? Well, take a look at it. What do we see? We see price attempting to break out. You take the breakout trade, you get stopped out, then it goes in your direction, you enter the trade again, then you get stopped out, and then eventually price goes up, and then all you had to do was just wait patiently for the development of structure to form, enter the trade when price broke out of the high, stop loss behind the new developing trend, and then what do you anticipate price to do? You anticipate price to create a higher low in anticipation of a higher high with a clearly formed pattern that is repeatable and recognizable. You have here the behavioral shift, you have the structural development, you have the trend development, and now we anticipate price to continue higher. And that is it, guys. Bob is your uncle. This is all you need to do. So don't rush in impulsively to the breakouts. Just wait for clear behavioral shifts, structural development, trending developments, and just wait for repeatable patterns over and over again. You don't need to rush. You don't need to take every trade. You just need to take the right trades over and over again. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications so that when I do the next training, you are notified. Anyway, as I always say, continue to trust the process.